Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video, one of the craziest things have happened in the past few days. Now, if you guys haven't been up to date with a game or a horror game, or if you're not into horror games, well, this video is mainly generalized around the horror game The Mimic. Now, if you guys don't know what The Mimic is, it's basically a game in which you and your friends are at a Japanese town, and your friends want you to meet up with them by the old school you guys used to go to. And at the school, you'll notice that it's actually way barren and you can't seem to find your friends. And the name The Mimic comes to play because eventually you'll come into this ghost lady or the spirit monster. It's a Japanese monster, and it'll start mimicking and it'll start alternating reality to the point where you're not able to know where you are and you actually gonna get lost. And eventually it's your job to survive along with your other friends if you tend to play with other friends. But as you can see, there are two different chapters currently out. There's currently chapter 1, which there's up to 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 players. There's each different lobbies. And over here we have chapter 2 that has a giant scary monster on the top, as well with it having 5 servers, or up to 5 players. Now, what am I trying to get here? Well, on the Discord server for The Mimic, the devs, or one of the devs, posted a little challenge because they released a new mode. As you see here, Nightmare Mode. Now, this goes up to 6 players max, and what the person said, Maui, or Mai, they said that whoever can beat both Nightmare gameplay modes before anyone else, basically the first few who complete it, would be able to get their avatars as an NPC in some sort of way. And at the time, I couldn't stream, and so I basically said, I'm gonna go do something else, I guess. So, coincidentally, at that time, I had nothing to do, and I get the ping. I check the server, and I already know what to do. So I get my friends Lucky, Pops, Gummy, we get even more Flared, Mythical Nick, and we try Nightmare Mode. Now, if you guys have already played The Mimic, you'll know that in chapters 1 and 2, normal, you'll notice that you have infinite lives, and that you can always just come back after you respawn. And though it'll make it a little bit harder, because then you'll be separated from your friends if you do die, it will make it way harder when playing Nightmare Mode. The reason why? Nightmare Mode, the NPCs are way faster, way more aggressive, and they tend to camp more. Along with this, you also have 1 life, and in order to come back, you need to pay either 100 Robux or you go back to the lobby. So, multiple times throughout our attempts at beating it, we had to pay Robux, and I, in total, only paid 100 Robux, which meant I only had 1 revive. Lucky paid up to 4, which 1 was towards Chapter 1, and 3 was towards Chapter 2. Now, what made it way scarier is the fact that, of course, they're faster. Now, with that in mind, we also had to make sure that our sprint wouldn't go out. And yes, in this game, there is stamina. So, once we run out of stamina, we're basically screwed. So, in this Nightmare Mode, you also have less stamina, except I believe in Chapter 1 Nightmare, they give you more stamina because the NPCs are actually way faster, and there's a lot of them to dodge. So, yeah, I'm going to show you guys what the little Hall of Fame looks like. Now, although it isn't crazy, it is still a nice little feature they added for those who completed it. So over here, we have the first to complete Nightmare Mode. We have Blinds with the 6. We have, of course, Lucky. We have Red Cardinal. We have Papa Pyra. And then we have me. And then we have Pops. And yes, Pops did get a new avatar. So, how did this go down? Well, although I wasn't recording, how it went down is we first started on Chapter 2. We believe that Chapter 2 was way harder than Chapter 1. Although, yes, there are more NPCs in Chapter 1, there are less ways to die in Chapter 1 compared to Chapter 2. So, upon arriving, we decided Chapter 2 was the best fit. Now, upon entering Chapter 2, you'll notice that there's actually way more ways to die than we expected, because, yes, now the NPCs are aggro. And originally, we started off with Gummy, Flared, Mythical Nick, myself, Pops, and Lucky. I believe there was one more person, but of course I cannot think of it. But as we were there, we instantly had Flare die because the NPC was there and they were really fast. They counted him and he died. Second part, Gummy passes, we make it through, and Nick, I believe, dies as well. And they just leave because they are not able to come back because apparently they just did not have Robux. And so we make it through the entire thing. I almost die multiple times. And as soon as we get to this final maze, I'll put a clip on the screen. As we're walking, you'll notice that although you can't hear it currently, The lady in the black dress is chasing you around at full speed and is actually probably ×2 the speed of all the previous NPCs. So what does that mean? That means you have an extremely fast NPC chasing you around the entire map, and there are little rooms in which you have to hide in, and there are 3 places where you need to check to see if you have a butterfly spirit, which is used to open a spirit door, which is also used to get you out of the chapter. Okay guys, that's going to be it for this video. If you guys did like this video, make sure to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. Or you guys can also, if you want to support the channel any further, you can also become a member by the blue join button, or you can hop on my streams and say hi here and there. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Remember, pineapples are vegetables, and I'll see you guys to the next one. Peace.